With me now is the famous artist and lecturer Professor David Woman, who is here to talk about his new book, Why I Love the Bible. David Woman, please come in.
Hello. Hello, Daniel. Thank you very much for having me on your show.
No. Okay, if I could start this interview, but are you happy sitting on the sofa?
Certainly, yeah, thank you.
Okay. If I could start this interview with a question, if you don't mind.
Look, that is how interviews work, David. No, I'm David.
My name is David as well, so that's fine.
Hello, David.
Have you had a drink before this interview?
I must admit, I do get very nervous. I'm a very insular person. I don't really like to share my thoughts or feelings unless it's through the medium of print, in which case I find it very therapeutic. I find it cathartic.
Okay, same as myself. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about this book. You brought it with you today.
I have.
Could you please show that to the camera?
I will. It's S for the Bible study. It's it's my life's work.
Okay, and what gave you the idea for this book?
Well, I was in Borneo and I was observing the mating behaviour of the local tribal people, and I realised that there was one common factor between the mating behaviour of this tribe and our own mating behaviour. It was a very simple thing. It was a very obvious thing once you have observed it, once you observed it. However, very, very marginal, very, very, very subtle to the uneducated eye.
What specifically about the mating behaviour inspired you to write this book? And could you tell us a bit more about what is in the book?
Certainly, David. It was the way they ate fruit. They would take a fruit, and before they would begin to eat it...
Any fruit specifically any fruit? Or
yes, a pineapple.
Just a pineapple, not any fruit?
Mostly pineapple. They had papaya.
Okay.
And they had apples.
Okay.
I think they imported the apples.
Okay.
But the pineapple was the fruit that demonstrated this aspect of their culture most succinctly, most beautifully, in my opinion.
There was a symbiotic relationship between the pineapple and their mating.
There was a symbiotic relationship between the pineapple, the way they ate the pineapple, the way they consumed the pineapple, and the way they procreated as a society, as a culture.
Okay, and did you get off on that yourself?
I'd be lying if I said no. But yes. I enjoyed... They had a very...
Did they know you were watching them?
They were told in English that I would be there to observe their customs.
And did they understand the English language?
No.
So they were unaware of your presence?
They were aware of my presence, they were unaware of my intentions. Which was a good thing, because it allowed me...
For you or them?
Well, in a way, it became a symbiotic relationship between me and them.
That they were unaware of?
They were unaware of this symbiotic relationship.
But they are now?
Well, I was acutely aware of it, and they are now, because this has been broadcast.
Okay.
Let me explain. They would take the pineapple...
Yeah.
And they would shave its outer layer off until you were left with a naked fruit. And in this vulnerable state, the fruit would be representative of a virgin, a virginal state, a state that can be best described in the West as a state of innocence. So there would be this innocent fruit, the shaved innocent fruit, the flesh laid bare to the elements. The pineapple, the flesh of the pineapple would be laid bare to the elements, open to the ravages of bacteria and saliva. And what's really interesting is what they did next. They would take the naked pineapple fruit and they would vomit on it, all of them, in a ritualistic manner. It would go round a circle and they would vomit on this. And slowly, as the naked fruit was passed around the circle, all of them would vomit on it. And I was the last one in the line, and I would have to chew it, just slightly eat it a little, ingest it, and then I would actually have to vomit it back up and then everyone would do this until we were left with a little bowl of vomity, chewy pineapple.
And that's the basis of your book?
One of. The significance of this...
The religious significance of
this.
The
religious significance of this is rebirth and life. And that's what my book is all about.
Well, Professor David, thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers.